Okay, welcome everyone to the deep dive.
Hey there.
Our mission, as always, is to take a whole bunch of sources you've given us, dive in, and really pull out the stuff that matters, the important, the surprising, maybe the slightly weird insights for you.
Exactly. Think of it as your shortcut. You get to be really well informed on something specific, maybe find a few surprising nuggets without, having to read everything yourself.
Keeps it interesting. And today, oh boy, we are diving into artificial intelligence. The last month or so, it's just been completely packed.
It really has, like breakthroughs and news touching basically everything.
Mm-hmm.
Healthcare, law, how we create things, finance, even robots.
It feels like it's weaving into, well, everywhere all at once.
And the source material we're using for this deep dive is fantastic. It's based on a recent summary of the month's AI news, and it's curated by Orpalak.
Yes. Or Pilak, she's really seen as an expert in AI tools, isn't she? Her monthly roundups are, well, invaluable.
Totally. It's such a great snapshot because she's tracking this stuff constantly. You get a real sense of what she sees as the key moves, the unexpected shifts, gives you a feel for the speed of it all.
It's an excellent guide for what's happening right now. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump into this incredibly busy month in AI using this great summary as our map.
All right. Where do we start? This first one. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but it actually happened in court.
Okay, yeah, get this. It involves an incident in Arizona.
That's the one. Christopher Pelkey. He was murdered back in 2021. But in a recent court proceeding about his murder, his image just appears on a giant screen.
And this wasn't like old footage, was it? It was AI.
Exactly. A digital version of him, made using AI. His family put together this video where this AI, Christopher, using his image, his voice, actually addressed the court, addressed the murderer, everyone there.
Wow. And what did it say?
The summary says it spoke about forgiveness and hope, despite everything.
Goodness, that must have been intense. What was the reaction?
Profound, apparently. The judge, the attendees, even the murderer, reportedly just speechless.
I can only imagine. And this, obviously, it's not just a tech demo. It kicked off a massive debate, right?
Oh, yeah. Can AI give a voice back to people who've died? Does this digital thing have any, standing? Is this the future of testimony?
It throws up huge legal questions, ethical questions. Where are the boundaries if you can represent someone deceased like this, especially in such a raw, sensitive situation?
How do you know it's authentic to them? It forces you to grapple with, identity, what representation means now, the whole legal process in this AI age. For you listening, this shows AI isn't just about industry. It's hitting these fundamental human, societal, even life and death concepts.
Okay, wow. So moving from the very human, the very courtroom drama to something completely different, biology, at the microscopic level.
Yeah, quite the shift. AI is making moves there, too.
Yeah.
This summary points to researchers at Evolutionary Scale.
Evolutionary scale. Right. And what did they manage?
They developed a brand new fluorescent protein. They call it SMGFP. And the really wild part, this protein doesn't exist in nature, anywhere.
So wait, AI didn't find it, it created it.
That's the key.
Yeah.
They use AI, this model ESM3, not just to analyze data, but to, predict protein sequences, simulate evolution, and poof, this new protein comes out the other end.
Think about that for a second. AI isn't just crunching numbers on what exists. It's designing entirely new biological things.
Right. And the source says this SSMGFP thing has potential applications all over medicine and biotech.
So AI could speed up creating new biological tools, new treatments. For you listening, this is AI as a creator, not just an analyzer, designing biology. That could really impact health down the line.
Okay, taking that idea of AI doing complex things, scaling it way, way up. The next item is about healthcare, but on a massive scale.
Yeah, this one mentions a hospital somewhere in China.
That's right. Described as the world's first hospital run entirely by AI doctors. It's called Agent Hospital.
Entirely run. Like, no human doctors involved in the actual treatment decisions.
That's how it's presented, yeah. It apparently has 42 AI doctors across 21 departments. These AI agents handle everything. Admission, diagnosis, treatment plans, rehab, follow-up.
Wow. And there are some metrics mentioned from simulations, I think.
Yeah, pretty striking numbers. In just a few days, these AI docs reportedly treated over 10,000 simulated patients. The source notes that it'd take human doctors maybe 2 years, and they supposedly hit 93% accuracy diagnosing major respiratory diseases in those sims.
Okay, simulated patients, that's a crucial caveat. But the goal is clearly full autonomy. The summary does say they're moving carefully, strict regulations, which you'd hope.
Absolutely. But this isn't just AI helping doctors look at scans. It's framed as a full AI system doing the whole job. Raises huge questions, right?
Yeah.
Trust, who's responsible if something goes wrong, the future role of human doctors. Could it make healthcare way more efficient? But what about the, human touch?
Definitely things to watch. And speaking of AI agents acting on their own, the world of finance is getting involved too. Visa.
Yep, Visa made an announcement. They're reportedly going to allow AI agents to actually make purchases for users.
So my smart fridge's AI could just buy milk when I'm low, or book a flight if I ask it to find one.
That's the idea, essentially. Connect AI agents to Visa's payment network to simplify those kinds of autonomous buys. Groceries, travel, whatever your AI assistant manages for you.
The summary stresses user control and oversight is maintained, which feels absolutely critical.
Non-negotiable,
Yeah.
you'd think. But the key is that seamless integration. Your personal AI not just finding info, but actually doing the transaction. For you, imagine how that changes online shopping, managing subscriptions. It could become much more automated.
Okay, let's pivot now to the big players actually building these AI models. ChatGPT and OpenAI had some updates, right?
Yeah, lots happening there. The summary highlights three main things. First, they improved the deep research features.
How so?
Results can be better organized now. They can include images, tables, and you can export the whole thing as a PDF. More practical for pulling info together.
Useful for sure. Students, researchers, anyone digging into topics. What else?
Second, they launched new models. GPT 4.1 and GPT 4.1 Mini, the big headline feature. A much bigger context window, up to 1 million tokens.
1 million. That's huge. So you can feed it massive documents, books even, without chopping them up first.
Exactly. And the claim is these models understand instructions better, give higher quality answers too.
And who gets these? Is it just for paying users?
Well, the main GPT 4.1 is for Plus and Team subscribers, yes. But crucially, the GPT 4.1 Mini model, still very capable, is available even for free users.
Ah, so pushing more power down to the free tier, making advanced AI more accessible.
Definitely seems that way. And the third thing from OpenAI is Codex. It's a new AI agent built specifically for programming.
Another AI coding helper. What makes Codex different?
It's described as being able to handle complex programming tasks quickly and pretty autonomously.
Meaning software could potentially get built much, much faster.
That's the potential, yeah. Cutting down development time. So for you, these updates mean more powerful tools for research, handling big data, coding.
Yeah.
Practical capabilities are expanding fast and for more people.
Right. And speaking of expanding fast, the summary really paints a picture of Google just unleashing a flood of AI innovation. It even uses the word revolution.
The sheer amount of stuff Google announced covered in this summary is, yeah, it's a lot. Across pretty much everything they do, it feels like.
Okay, let's try to unpack this torrent. First up, Notebook LM.
Right, Notebook LM. Get this.
Yeah.
It can now apparently create a podcast in 50 different languages.
Create a podcast. How?
You feed it stuff, documents, websites, audio files, YouTube videos, and it can generate a podcast based on that material. The source even mentions, or Palaksh ran training on this, so it sounds pretty functional.
Wow. Text to podcast.
Yeah.
That's wild. And there's an app now, too.
Yep, a Notebook LM app. Then they released Gemini 2.5 Pro, their improved, more powerful model for complex tasks.
And it has agent mode.
Right, which means Gemini can work more independently, carry out tasks based on instructions without needing constant back and forth. They also launched a new code agent, Jules, which is also designed to work independently on programming tasks.
So more autonomy for both general AI and coding AI. Interesting direction.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Veo for video creation. Initially, it could make short videos, like 8 seconds, just from a static image, no text prompt needed.
Video from a picture. Okay.
And then, like almost immediately after, they dropped Veo 3. This version can create videos with dubbing, and it has this feature called Flow for making whole cinematic scenes.
Dubbing, cinematic scenes, that's advancing incredibly quickly. The source calls it one of the craziest tools.
The potential disruption for film, video, advertising, it's massive. Imagine generating complex scenes that fast.
Truly changes the game for creators. And Gemini is spreading everywhere else, too.
Integrated into all the Google Workspace tools, docs, sheets, slides, you name it.
So AI help right inside your daily workflow.
Exactly. Plus, it's in Chrome now. You can ask Gemini questions about whatever website you're on. And Google Meet gets real-time voice translation during calls.
Instant translation in meetings. That's huge for global teams. What else from Google? Gemini Speech?
Yep. A text-to-audio model. It can create podcasts with different voices, narration for videos.
So AI can write the script, make the video, and do the voiceover, the whole production pipeline.
Closing the loop, for sure. They also launched Stitch, a tool specifically for designing user interfaces and apps.
AI helping build the look and feel of software.
Seems like it, but maybe the most attention-grabbing point in this Google section, maybe in the whole summary, AlphaVolve from DeepMind. The source literally uses the phrase, AGI has arrived.
Whoa, hang on. AGI has arrived. That's a massive claim. People talk about artificial general intelligence all the time, but usually as a future goal. What makes the source say that about AlphaVolve?
It's described as a new AI system that can improve itself independently, without human programmers tweaking it constantly. And it apparently excels at complex math and science problems.
So not just smart, but capable of getting smarter on its own.
That's the implication, according to the source. A new era of AI that learns and evolves autonomously. When you connect that dot with all the other Google stuff, AI making video, audio code, UIs, automating tasks, it paints a picture of really rapid movement towards potentially self-sufficient systems.
Okay. For you listening, that's a lot. It's not just features, it's AI changing creativity, work, development, and maybe, just maybe, based on AlphaVolve, the nature of AI itself, towards more autonomy, more self-improvement. Heavy stuff.
Absolutely. And with all this power to create, especially things like video, being able to tell what's real is more important than ever, right?
Definitely. Which leads nicely into the next point, detecting deepfakes.
Right. Researchers in the Netherlands have reportedly made a breakthrough here, a new way to spot doctored videos.
How does it work? What's the trick?
It analyzes tiny, subtle changes in heartbeat patterns that actually show up on people's faces when they're filmed, micropulsations. And apparently those are incredibly hard for current AI to fake accurately.
Using a biological signal from the real person to catch the digital fake. That is smart.
The source suggests this could be a game changer in fighting misinformation, a real tool for verifying video authenticity when it's getting so hard to trust our eyes.
It feels like a really vital countermove in this whole AI race, doesn't it? As the fakes get better, the detection needs to keep up. For you, this offers maybe a glimmer of hope for restoring some trust in what we see online.
Yeah. Okay, now shifting gears to a topic that's always front and center with AI jobs.
Yes. And this summary doesn't mince words. The headline used was, "Artificial intelligence will also steal your jobs." It points to warnings from CEOs.
Yeah, Micah Kaufman, CEO of Fiverr, apparently told his employees and himself, actually flat out, AI is coming for our jobs. Very direct.
And he wasn't the only one being that blunt.
No, the source mentions others, like Toby Litke at Shopify, Louis Von from Duolingo, leaders being really open about how AI is changing work, changing industries, and what that means.
And what was the core message they were giving?
Basically, every single employee needs to get good with AI tools. Now, to stay relevant, this isn't some fuzzy future prediction. They're framing it as an immediate need for adaptation.
The summary even includes a pretty stark prediction from the Anthropic CEO's tweet.
Right, suggesting that by 2026, maybe just a couple years away, we could see the first company hit $1 billion valuation with only one human employee.
One human. Wow, that's designed to make you think. So for you listening, the takeaway is clear. This AI and jobs conversation is very real, very current. Leaders are talking about it, stressing the need to adapt, learn these tools, integrate them into how you work.
And it's not just knowledge work being automated. Physical tasks, even skilled ones, are seeing big AI advances too.
Cooking. Is that the next point? Robot chef.
Yep, a robot chef in China that's reportedly learning techniques. Even junior human chefs find really hard stuff needing intuition or precise timing, what they call unlearnable skills. That's a big jump for culinary automation.
So potentially less need for humans doing certain complex but maybe repetitive kitchen tasks.
That seems to be the idea, freeing up humans for creativity, oversight, customer interaction. The source also mentions BurgerBots and ABB Robotics teaming up for a fully robot-operated burger joint.
Robots flipping burgers, got it.
Well, assembling them. Collaborative robots apparently putting a burger together in exactly 27 seconds. The stated benefit. Human staff can focus entirely on the customer, taking orders, making sure people are happy, not just working the line.
It shows how even these nuanced physical skills are being automated. For you, it highlights AI and robots tackling jobs we thought needed human dexterity, freeing people up for roles needing different skills, like that personal touch.
And the progress in robotics goes way beyond the kitchen or the fast food line. This next bit covers a whole range of new robot developments.
Okay, a robot roundup. What have we got? Spidar.
Right, Spidar from the University of Tokyo. Four-legged robot, but here's the twist. It can crawl and fly, designed for tricky environments.
Walk and fly, how?
Special motors on its legs can rotate to act as legs or propellers. Needs a complex control system to switch smoothly. It's apparently still kind of slow compared to just a drone or just a walker, but the tech itself, mixing movement modes, is a big step. Been in development since 2023.
Could be huge for rescue or exploration. Okay, what's BabyBot?
BabyBot is literally a robotic infant
Mm-hmm.
built by researchers. It has a mouth with sensors, a soft tongue, neural circuits,
A robot baby. Why?
to safely study how infants feed and look into developmental disorders without doing invasive tests on actual babies. It's a specialized research tool for a very sensitive area.
Makes sense. A safe way to learn about infant development. And a radiation-resistant spy robot.
Yep. Built tough to go into dangerous places, high security, high radiation where people can't. Sends back video, sensor data, gives operators a picture from a safe distance, like nuclear sites, disaster zones.
Okay, what about helping people? MyoStep.
MyoStep is described as a next-gen soft exoskeleton, specifically to help kids with cerebral palsy walk more easily, more confidently. It's light, uses artificial muscles, tracks movement, and adjusts support in real time.
Wearable robotics providing tailored help. That sounds incredibly impactful. And there's another one for the elderly from MIT.
Yeah, designed to physically help older adults at home or in care homes, mainly to prevent falls. It's like mobile robotic handles that fight behind, giving support when walking, sitting, standing, bending.
And it has a key safety feature.
Absolutely. If it detects the person losing balance, it quickly inflates side airbags to cushion the fall.
Airbags on a walking assistant robot. That could genuinely save lives.
The goal is more safety, more independence, better quality of life, allows freer movement while providing that support. The source notes how crucial this could be with aging populations.
Sounds incredibly practical. And lastly, that viral Elon Musk clip.
Yes, showing a humanoid robot doing some dance moves. Hands, legs. The point wasn't just the dancing, but the big improvement in stability and fluidity compared to older demos.
Okay, so robots are moving way beyond factory arms. They're crawling, flying, helping kids walk, supporting the elderly, doing sensitive research, operating in danger zones, even dancing more smoothly. For you, this shows AI's physical side is really taking off, moving into all sorts of areas we wouldn't have imagined just years ago.
Definitely. And to finish off this deep dive based on our Palag summary, there's a whole bunch of quick updates, just rapid-fire examples showing AI popping up everywhere.
All right, let's hit these quick ones. LinkedIn.
New AI search for premium users. Describe your dream job, it finds listings. Also, watermarks on AI images. Now click it, see the tool used. Good for transparency.
Nice. Baidu.
Filed a patent. Apparently for AI to translate animal sounds into human language.
Still processing that one. Talking to animals.
Oh.
Okay, Suno.
Music generator. Version 4.5 is out. Makes longer songs sounds better. For paying users right now.
Longer AI tunes. Dubai.
Big move. AI studies are becoming part of the official public school curriculum next year. Plus, every UAE resident gets a free ChatGPT Plus account.
Wow. Nationwide AI education and access. Serious commitment. BGSU in Ohio.
Bowling Green State University. New AI plus X degree. Combine AI with business, health, arts. Let students specialize. Starts this fall.
Merging AI with other fields in uni. Jackson Laboratory.
Develop tissue AI. Maps cells and tissues precisely. Hopes are it'll help understand tumors better, lead to personalized cancer treatments.
AI for cancer research. Neuralink.
Musk's company. Got FDA breakthrough status for a brain-computer interface, letting people with severe speech issues communicate via thought. Big quality of life potential.
Brain-to-speech tech Netflix.
AI search on iOS. Ask in natural language like, find me a funny movie. Easier discovery.
Natural language search. Candy Crush Saga. Seriously.
Yep. Developers use AI to watch how you play. Tweak difficulty levels constantly to keep it engaging. Lets them update thousands of levels a week, not just hundreds. Better game experience.
AI balancing game difficulty. Saudi Crown Prince.
Announced Humane Initiative. Big investment in Saudi AI infrastructure, data centers. Part of their plan to be a global AI leader.
National AI infrastructure push. Microsoft.
Planning Tenet Copilot. AI to analyze data across an organization's Microsoft 365 stuff. Integrating AI agents into internal workflows.
AI for business intelligence. There. British company.
New chip using reversible computing. Claims it cuts AI energy use by 50%, tackling the AI power consumption problem.
More efficient AI chips. Crucial. Anthropic.
Claude Opus 4 model can analyze really long documents, hundreds of pages, pull out insights. Also, Claude can now search the web, even for free users, and they're beta testing voice mode for mobile app chats.
Claude gets longer context, web access, voice chat. More capable, more accessible.
Phew. Okay, these quick hits just hammer home how AI is everywhere now. Education, fun, science, business accessibility, efficiency, even trying to talk to pets. For you, it shows the incredible breadth and speed of AI integration right now. It's touching everything.
So, yeah, we've gone from, like, a digital ghost in a courtroom challenging how we think about identity to AI designing new life components. Hospitals run by AI, robots cooking and dancing, and even hints of self-improving AI like AlphaVolve that has some people whispering AGI.
This whole journey, guided by Orpalak's summary, just underscores the sheer velocity and diversity of AI progress. It's happening everywhere, all at once. It's kind of dizzying.
It really is. And for you, trying to keep up with this, understanding these different threads, the creative, the analytical, the physical, the ethical, it's crucial for navigating what's coming. Hopefully this deep dive gives you that shortcut, helps you see the bigger picture.
The pace isn't slowing down, and the scope just keeps getting wider. All these points together show a technology that's not just tweaking things, it's fundamentally changing industries, what we're capable of, and even making us question some basic assumptions.
Definitely leaves you with a lot to think about.
It really does.
Yeah.
When you see AI creating totally new possibilities, new proteins, new ways to communicate, new creative avenues, while at the same time it's shaking up jobs, industries, legal norms, it makes you wonder, what does that leave for us? What human skills, what qualities become even more valuable in a world where AI handles so much of the physical and the mental load? What's fundamentally human?
And maybe how do you fit into that? How do your skills, your interests intersect with all this change? How do you use the new tools while adapting to the shifts?
Exactly. Something to keep pondering as AI keeps evolving at this breakneck speed.
Indeed. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Hope it sparked some thoughts for you to explore further.